guys, welcome back. My name is Christina Reynolds. I'm the creator of Candid Conversations, where we talk about every topic under the sun. And we keep it real and we keep it brutally honest. And today I have a very special guest. I have Lauren Alexandria.
Hello.
She has like 3 names. We were just talking about this. So I was like, which name should I use to introduce you? If you don't know who she is an amazing worship leader, songwriter, singer, and also an amazing makeup artist as well.
Thanks.
And fashionista.
Thanks. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, so be sure to check her out. I will link all of her socials below and right here. If you're watching this and you're a woman, or even if you're a man, I'm pretty sure that you have dealt with some sort of insecurity with your body, the way you look, maybe even your personality, whether it was looking at the person next to you and being like, oh my god, that dude is like super ripped and I'm not, or or that girl is super ripped and I'm not, or she has really big boobs and I have none. That's mine. So today we just wanted to share some of our stories. Specifically, Lauren's going to really be sharing, but I'm going to be popping in here and there with like my thoughts, and we're going to see that everyone struggles with insecurity, and at the end of the day, there's totally healing, and there is a way to love yourself that is real and not a front and not just willing yourself to do it. And so let's just get started. So like, have you ever struggled with being insecure?
No,
obviously.
I'm
Never.
Never. No, I actually, it's one of my like biggest life testimonies. My story, it kind of starts when I was probably in like 2nd or 3rd grade. You know, at that time it was like kind of a really sensitive area in my life, and there, like, all it took really was just like a couple of little boys to be like, you're chubby, or like, you're fat, you know. That really like set the course for like years and years and years of just like insecurity and dealing with specifically like body image stuff.
If you like obviously see her now, she's gorgeous. You're absolutely gorgeous, and you look at your Instagram feed and like you're so beautiful. I think anyone can misjudge or think, oh, she has it all together. Yeah, she's so perfect. Her life is perfect. So, like, getting to hear what you're about to share is going to be really empowering.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2nd grade.
Yeah, so 2nd grade.
Few kids were like, you're chubby.
Yeah. And, like, you know, probably meant nothing by it. But, like, the thing was that it was already something that I, like, kind of felt, you know. And so it just kind of solidified. And I feel like just that lie just, you know, just escalated in my life. And nobody really knew either. Like, that's the thing, is that on the outside, it appeared as though I had it all together, and I was able to like, and I'm confident, and you know, there's nothing wrong with me, but on the inside, and especially when I was alone, you know, it's like I was just in this world of like just pain and like shame and like,
why were you feeling
I'm not good enough? I think it's just like spiral effect of like, man, like, I'm not, like, skinny, I'm not, like, thick. It was just, like, these, like, conversations that I made up in my mind of, like, man, that person, like, he's really cute, but, like, he'll never like me because I'm just, like, too chubby. Or, you know, like, these crazy things in my mind. And it escalated, and it got pretty bad where, you know, I would just, like, skip meals and then, like, binge eat and then feel, like, ashamed of, you know, of eating. And just this, like, battle in my mind with, you know, food. And, like, I felt like I was just under this, like, food spell. To be honest, like, for real. I just thought, like, I'll never get free of this. Like, it's just, like, in my mind constantly. I'm constantly thinking, like, I can't eat this. I gotta eat this. It was just so consuming. Yeah, so controlling, so consuming. And it was painful too. And I just remember, like, you know, this like went on for a while. And when I moved here to Kansas City, and I was in Bible school, and one day I was sitting in church, and I was still like really struggling, like still really like this cycle of like starving myself, and then like feeling shame, eating, then feeling shame. Like it was just this constant like, I feel shame either way. You know, I know what I'm doing is like wrong, and I even like appear to people as like I have it together. I like
so no one knew, like you never shared this, like you never shared with not even like your best friend.
No, I was like so ashamed. You know, I was just stuck. And then I also like felt like I could just justify it in my mind. You know, like, oh, it's okay. It's not that bad. You know, like, I'm not like, I don't need to like go to a, you know, clinic where they can help me. Like, it's not at that level. It's like every now and then. Like, that was really like in my mind.
Head. But still, it was controlling your
But
every
it was controlling me. Yeah, it really was. And it was a major issue in my life.
So did you feel beautiful through this at all? Or did you find yourself hating yourself? Or were you ebbing and flowing through, oh, I feel good, I look good? You know what I'm saying? Within the control?
Yeah, I really felt like there were times that I did feel beautiful. But there were definite times where I think majority of the time where I was like, I look okay, but I'm not like that person.
Okay, so it was a constant,
I'm not perfect. Yeah.
A constant comparison. So you didn't like hate yourself, but you were.
Yeah, I think there was like a little bit of self-hatred in there. But for the most part, it was a lot of comparison. It was a lot of like, man, I'm not perfect, and I want to be, or like I have to be. Yeah. You know, in order to like marry the right guy, or like impress the right people, or get the right job, or, you know, it's like all of these things in your mind where you're like, oh, if I'm not perfect and I don't, you know, look perfect. For me, it was like, if I don't look perfect, this and this and this and this won't happen.
Wow.
And so I'm sitting in church one day, and it's during worship, and I see this like vision picture of myself when I was in high school, and just like looking in the mirror and just pointing out like every flaw that I saw in myself. Like, I hate my hair. I hate, you know, my nose.
It's like so crazy.
Like, it's just crazy. Like, in this vision, I'm just pointing out like different things that I'm just like, oh, like I wish this would change. And like, I'm like, you know, grabbing like parts of my body that I'm like, oh, I just want to be thin, like in this vision or whatever. And then I see this picture of Jesus, and he's just standing right behind me, and he's just weeping. And I realized like in that moment that I really was like hating something that he created, you know, and I really was like, I was hating him because I wasn't loving myself, you know, and because I wasn't loving myself, I felt like, I felt like I wasn't like living my truest life, or like I wasn't like really like, real, I guess. It was like a pretty life-changing moment where I really like, you know, started to realize this is an issue, and this, if I don't change this, like I'm gonna die like inside, like I'm really gonna like, I'm gonna shut down, like I just know it. And so after that I really like confided in a couple of mentors.
So this is the first time though that you did.
Yeah.
How did it feel to like finally share this thing?
It was so hard. It was like so hard, because in a lot of people's minds it was like, oh, like she doesn't, you know, kind of what you said. It's like a lot of people can look at different people who appear like they have it all together, and then it's like on the inside they're like dying, you know, they're like so struggling. And that was like my story. And so I really like confided in a couple of people, and really just like, it was hard, and like lots of tears, and like, but really, you know, opened my heart and said like, hey, I'm really struggling. And it was really well received, and I didn't feel like they were like, oh my gosh. You know, it was like, okay, like you're not gonna deal with this forever. Like, this is like the first step, you know? And so I felt like even just opening my mouth and like sharing what was going on, and not keeping things kind of like hidden, was like just like the first like huge breakthrough in my life. And of course, like, had tons of accountability, like really close accountability.
When it came to eating, like, so were you still abusing food in that way?
Yeah. And so when it came to eating, I felt like, honestly, like, from that moment, there were definite times that were like, really hard. Like, I wanted to, like, not eat, but I felt like I have to, like, eat right now in this moment. And so it was a struggle for a while. And, but yeah, like, through a series of just accountability and just honestly, like, saying no to, like, the thoughts in my mind, I was able to get free of that. And, you know, haven't struggled with that since. And so
so you got here 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And when, like, how long into you first moving here did you have that, like, revelation or whatever?
It was, like, the first year that I was here. Yeah.
And then how many years after you first confided in mentors, how long did it take for you to go,
honestly,
wow, I
like,
really...
Yeah, like 2-3 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like a... boom, Jesus touched her and it was God. It was awesome.
It was, like, really intense. It was hard, and it was easy to feel shame too, because it was like I was, like, singing, like, on worship teams, and I was, you know, I, like, really loved, and I really, like, loved the Lord, like, for real, but I just felt like, just, like, struggled a little bit, but it was a process of getting free. And, you know, now I can confidently say, like, I am free from that. Like, for real, like, 100% free from that. And I love myself more now than I ever have in my life. And also, I feel like I'm in control of, like, I don't need to not eat, and I don't need to eat. Like, I'm very, like, in control of that. And I feel my body feels healthier. Just all around, like, mental health, physical health. Like, I just feel like a better, healthier person.
Yeah.
So a lot of people actually asked me probably, like, a couple of years ago, like, wow, like, you lost a lot of weight. Like, what did you do? And honestly, for me, it was like, yeah, like, for real.
Like, I started eating.
Yeah, no, for real. Like, it was so weird. Like, I had balance in my life. I wasn't, like, binge eating. I wasn't, like, skipping meals. I wasn't, like, you know, doing that, because that can really, like, mess up your metabolism. But I started to eat, like, really healthy and, like, work out and, like, live a healthy lifestyle, and it changed me for real, like, inside and out. So
do you still struggle now? Because that's the question.
No, I'm perfect.
I'm perfect.
No. I of course, like, I still struggle, kind of like what I said earlier. It's always, like, gonna be a battle. And I think for every woman, every person, for real, I mean, let's be real, like, guys struggle with insecurity too.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think every person, like, these lies, you know, can kind of come into our minds. And I think the freedom that I've gotten is because I've been able to, like, kind of take them captive and be like, no, I'm not gonna agree with that. Like, no, I, like, it's like this lie, like, oh man, you're, like, starting to gain weight. It's like, okay, no, like, so what? Like, maybe I am, but, like, so what? Like, I'm not gonna let that shutting me down kind of lie, like, get in my heart and my mind. And I'm gonna shut it down, and I'm gonna, like, love myself and even, like, you know, bless myself and be like, no, actually, like, I'm beautiful. I'm worth it. I'm awesome. You know, and, like, even I've heard of women, I don't do this, but, like, I've heard women who, like, every morning when they, like,
I do this.
wake up. Do you do this?
Yeah, I do this.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. But, like, speak, like, words of blessing over yourself.
It's powerful.
Yeah.
And I love what you're saying. Like, it is a fight, but you choose.
Yeah.
It literally, like, it's not, Jesus doesn't just go, I'm going to take away all these feelings now.
Right.
Like, it really is a battle, and you are your own person, and you have to take charge of yourself and lead yourself, and, like, never wallowing or being the victim, because you're not the victim.
Right.
Never. You have all power and control over your own life, over your own emotions, and what you decide to believe about yourself. What do you guys think? We would love to hear your comments. Comment below. Do you struggle with these things? Do you have a similar testimony? Do you have a similar story? We'd love to hear from you. And if you have your own tips that you use on the daily to help fight negative thoughts about yourself, or you have your own testimony of how you've grown to love yourself, or if you're still struggling, we'd love to be here to engage with you and comment back and all those things. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Yes. Go follow Lauren. She's amazing. She has a great Instagram account, and she's a great role model. as well. And if you haven't done it yet, please don't forget to subscribe and join the family and hit that notification button so you never miss out on future videos. We'll see you in the next video.
Sounds good.
Bye.